After 6 days of frenetic, memorable action, we're into the final day of the 2014 edition of the Aircel Chennai Open. Some wonderful stories, and among them, of course, Yuki Bhamri from India, becoming only the third Indian to make it to the quarter-final of this ATP level tournament. Ramkumar Ramanathan working the Chennai crowd, getting past the Indian number one. And despite the pullouts and the rain, we've had some terrific action courtesy the top seed, who is through to the final. So who is going to lay his hands on these fantastic trophies? We'll decide in a moment. Thanks so much for joining us. It is day 7, the final day, the SDAT Tennis Stadium in Nungambakkam, Chennai, for the 2014 edition of the Aircel Chennai Open. Good evening and welcome to our coverage of the Aircel Chennai Open, an award-winning tournament, and of course, the one that we love to attend as an annual pilgrimage every year. I'm Charu Sharma, and as always, delighted, first of all, to have the company of the Indian tennis legend who's done so much for tennis, not just here in India, but around the world, Vijay Amritraj. Vijay, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
At the end of another tournament, and I just, I can feel myself wilting a bit, saying, oh no, please, more.
Yes, I think it's a very enjoyable week of tennis. It's very much a fixture on the Chennai calendar. It's also so much cultural activity that takes place in Chennai. The players have gone around the city of Chennai, just looking around, enjoying my city, my hometown, the place where I grew up. But more importantly, they come out here to play, to get warmed up for the Australian Open, to win this tournament. And finally, when we see two players in the final here, it comes down to the guys who've actually had the best week.
Without question. Of course, on behalf of the tournament, we are delighted that the top seed has made it through to the final, and in fine form too, but he may be up against it. After all, ROGER-VASSELIN did beat him last year in the round of 32, and I think Basel it was. However, all eyes will be on Stan WAWRINKA as he takes on the young Frenchman. All right, let's just talk about a few of the top stories as well. For starters, Yuki Bhamri and Ramkumar Ramanathan, from the Indian standpoint, are you happy that there seems to be some light at the end of this tunnel?
Well, absolutely, absolutely right. The good news is that Ramkumar Ramanathan came through 3 rounds of very tough qualifying matches. I think that's really to his credit. And then to come on and play that wonderful match against Somdev was a huge boost to this kid. He's 19 years of age, he's from this city, and I think he's got a great future ahead of him. Now, he reminds me of sort of a rough diamond, and he just needs a bit of polishing to be able to get in the next 12 months to see how well the season goes. But Ramkumar's got a great future ahead of him. Talking about Yuki Bhamri, he got a wild card here for the 4th time, and this time he really capitalized on the event. And winning 2 matches, Fognini might have pulled out in the 2nd round, but at the end of the day, he still won the 1st set. He came close to winning the 2nd set, and had they continued, I think Bhamri would have won. But it's a great experience for him to play against these top players, because this is what he's going to take into the season.
And of course, the other big thing is that Yuki Bhamri is only 21 and Ramkumar Ramanathan only 19. So hopefully there's a bright future for them and Indian tennis. Let's now focus on our finalists, beginning with the top seed, Stan WAWRINKA, in fabulous form. And how can we stop talking about that magnificent fluid backhand of his? And he uses it to such terrific effect.
Well, there's only one thing to say about that backhand. It's the best single-handed backhand that there is in modern times. It really is. There's Richard Gasquet, there's Nicolas Almagro. There are a bunch of others who have great backhands, but certainly WAWRINKA stands out by himself. I'm always reminded of that match he played against Djokovic last year at the Australian Open, and just absolutely stunning tennis. He was better than Djokovic the entire way, but Djokovic ended up winning the match.
Well, sadly for WAWRINKA. Of course, a quick word for Pospisil as well from Canada. Perhaps a big new star, unfortunately, physically not able to carry on.
Yes, in this particular match, I hope he's fine by the time the Australian Open comes around. But what an effort by Pospisil and Raonic to actually lead Canada to the Davis Cup semi-final, which was a humongous effort. First time Canada's ever been there. They played each other in the semi-final also of the Canadian Open Championships, and Raonic, tight as ever, managed to squeeze it out 7-6 in the final set and then went on to lose to Nadal. But Pospisil is a great future talent for Canada.
Well, we watch out for him. Also, of course, good news and bad news for the man from France, ROGER-VASSELIN, because he actually beat the top seed WAWRINKA last year in the round of 32. But the bad news is that in 2012, for instance, only 1 out of, I think, 15 title aspirants made it to the title. So it's not easy.
Not at all.
Winning your first title.
Not at all. And you can get to several people have got to several finals, of course, but haven't really won it. It's never easy to put a title under your belt. But it seems to me that once you've won that first title, things start to maybe roll out in your favor a little bit more. But ROGER-VASSELIN here, He's got his hands full against WAWRINKA. WAWRINKA has to come into this match the favorite. But what a week for ROGER-VASSELIN. A really great effort against Granollers in the semi-final yesterday.
He's a nice young man. He's playing a lot of doubles, so hopefully he will have to change up and come to the net often enough. We'll see. Of course, later we'll have a doubles final as well, where the fourth seeds are taking on a fabulous young pair from Croatia, who've done extremely well. Let's take a look at our finalists. It's Brunstrom and Nielsen. Nielsen only one victory so far in the doubles arena, and that's Wimbledon in 2012. Brunstrom's got 3 with other partners. Of course, Pavic, fabulous at the net, and Draganja, well, they make a fabulous pair from Croatia. But your pick?
I think the Croatians would have to be a little bit more favoured. They've known each other a very long time. Nielsen has, in fact, won a Wimbledon title, which is unimaginable. But at the end of the day, I think the Croatians have a little bit more of an edge. They know each other. They've grown up playing together. They've lived on the same street. They're good friends. I think that relationship is going to make a big difference in today's match.
Well, if you want to win doubles, live on the same street.
So there you go.
You know, hopefully we'll have some wonderful memories because of the final. But one abiding memory of the tournament so far, the best memory.
Well, I think the fact that Ramkumar had that wonderful win against Somdev has to ring out at the very top alongside Luke Yuki's performance getting to the quarterfinal. But the fact that Ramkumar actually came through the qualifying makes it even better as far as the tennis is concerned. But as far as Chennai is concerned, what can I say? This fixture has to stay here. I would like this event to grow to bigger and bigger successes and have more people come out and enjoy this event, but more importantly, come out and visit my hometown.
Amen to that. All right, thanks so much for joining us. Thank you, Vijay, for joining us well this evening. It promises to be a wonderful, fine Chennai evening. It's nice and cool. After a very short break, we will take you into the singles final of the 2014 Aircel Chennai Open. Thanks for joining us.
The final day of the Aircel Chennai Open 2014, that of course is the magnificent trophy for the winner and the runner-up in the singles and doubles, right next to each other. And what a wonderful event yet again this has been. This is the final coming up. The singles first, of course, Stan Wawrinka, the favoured man here, seeded 1 against young ROGER-VASSELIN of France, and who came through in a 3-set semi-final against the Granollers yesterday. In commentary with me is Anand Amritraj, and he has seen a lot of these guys close up. 2 of the best informed players in the final, I think.
I think so. And of course here, Eduardo ROGER-VASSELIN. We used to know his father, which Christophe ROGER-VASSELIN.
Yes, who I think, if memory serves me correctly, reached the final of a French Open one year.
Did he? Did he really? Yeah, of course, former Indian Davis Cupper and captain Ramesh Krishnan, and the favourite and #1 seed, the Swiss star Stanislas WAWRINKA. Should be an interesting final if. Oh yeah,
Priya Krishnan.
Priya Krishnan. Should be an interesting final if Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN can raise his game to new heights. He will have to play his best tennis to beat the man from Switzerland. Oh,
all ages.
Little baby.
Absolutely.
Mini tennis fan. Look at him, how cute is that?
Wide awake too.
Starting him off early.
So Stan Wawrinka yesterday had his hands full against Pops. Pospisil for a while, didn't he? The second set.
You were going to say popsicle again? Well, he did. He had a set and a break, and Vasek broke right back. And at 5-all, for some reason, he was fiddling with his left lower back, and finally decided to call it a day. Though, in retrospect, it might not have been a bad idea, since he's got Sydney next week, the Australian Open after that. All these guys love to see themselves on the big screen. And so I think he took the safe way out, which is just as well. You don't want to be injured for the majors. But
what I really like about this tournament is that we get families coming out and watching the matches. You know, grandparents, grandchildren, babies, young and old. And
several generations, you're right.
Absolutely, and it's wonderful because they have the same level of interest in watching good tennis. There's Alagappan, who is the president of the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association, the previous picture. So every time the winner of the toss has gone on to receive, and I've been here, so let's see what they do here.
Basically, they're just tossing to the side. Which side they would like to start?
I receive. There we go.
Amazing.
Gone are the days when they used to open up with the service game.
Exactly, and when you were hoping that you'd win the toss, you could elect to serve. Now it really doesn't matter, it's just a question of which side you get started on. This young man here.
So, ROGER-VASSELIN from France. Grenvier is in France. ATP ranking is 52. Turned pro in 2003. His career best is 48. He's 30 years of age, 6 foot 2 inches in height, and 75 kilograms in weight. Absolutely a perfect physical specimen for tennis. He road to the final. Albert Ramos 6-1, 6-3. Ili Vasselli 6-4, 6-4. Dudi Sela 7-5, 6-7, 6-love. This really fell apart in the third, and then that wonderful 3-set win against Marcel Granollers in the semi-final. 6-2, 4-6, 6-3.
And of course your number 1 seed, Stan Wawrinka from Saint Barthélemy, Switzerland, ranked number 8, and that's his career best. Turned pro in 2002, 28 years of age, 6 foot tall, 81 kilos, a very, very solid customer. Solid in build, solid in mind and in physique. And a very solid player off the ground. As you see, he did have a bye in the first round, beat Benjamin Becker 3-1. Alyaz Bedene 6-2, 6-1, and finally yesterday that match against Vasek Pospisil 6-4, 5-all, and the Canadian quit with a bad back.
Hasn't lost a set yet, of course, Wawrinka.
He was in danger of losing yesterday, down 4-5 and love 30. Just managed to hang on before his young Canadian opponent decided to call it a day. But he must be comparatively fresh. He hasn't really had too many long matches or whatever. 5-all is as far as it's gotten. Looking into the stands, we see almost a full house today. A nice shot through the net at the backhand of the Frenchman.
So Sabu, what a day it is for the Swiss. Roger Federer in Brisbane tennis finals and Stan Wawrinka in Chennai Open. Well, pity if you're following both the Swiss guys. Federer went down in the final to Lleyton Hewitt, his old nemesis, his old friend. They've been around a long time together. Federer, of course, has a huge winning record against him, but Lleyton Hewitt coming through in Brisbane in the finals. What a win for Lleyton Hewitt.
Absolutely amazing win.
3 sets.
And they're both about the same age, 32, I think. Or will be 32 this year. So they played each other, including that one US Open final where they played each other.
Chennai Open have waited for this moment all the week, and San is in the final. So, Fantastic win by ROGER-VASSELIN. His post-match antiques were adorable. Namaste to you too, Vasselin. Lovely. Smita Ghosh.
Obviously a huge fan there.
So, as has been all week, a beautiful evening for tennis here in Chennai, our hometown.
One of our title sponsors from Aircel.
He's a solid performer, isn't he?
Very solid. And here, of course, the tournament transport, the inimitable Fiats from Italy, and this one, the Linea, perfect for the roads in Chennai or anywhere in India for that matter. They've been driving us around from the hotel to the courts and back. Very roomy, comfortable cars. The Fiat Linea on display. Kind of a cloudy evening today, Beach.
It's a bit dull, I suppose.
It's definitely dull. Normally the sun doesn't set this early,
yes.
So I would think we should have at least another hour of sunshine, but it's all clouded over. They said the weather tomorrow is supposed to be a little bit shaky, just as well.
Yes, exactly. But there's the trophy for the singles winner.
Is that a rolling trophy? You're going to take it to home with you?
I think they get a
replica.
Replica, I think it is. I think that's it. You have to carry all the trophies with you when you go from tournament to tournament.
Big. Yeah, for sure. Especially, can you imagine what Federer must be, what his shelf must look like? All the and Nadal as well.
Well, he probably says, just mail it to me to this address, and that's it. And Mohammad Al Janati, chair umpire, been around the ATP block for quite a while.
There's a couple of Egyptian chair umpires now.
Yes.
El Janati and Gamos, or the other guy who was on yesterday. But obviously I have eagle eyes. And there's a lot of things to be done when you're sitting up in that chair now. A lot of buttons to press because you got to follow the challenges as well to see how many are still there for the players. Start with 3 and 3, and you get one more in the tiebreaker if it goes that far.
People are still trickling in the court here.
But I think the challenge system is the greatest invention since the tiebreak.
You took the word out of my mouth. I've been saying it all week.
Oh, really? Oh. It's great, though. It's so great. It's only unfortunate if you get to 5-all and you have no challenges left, and you would like to challenge and you can't. You obviously can't do it.
I often wondered how the challenges would have worked
in our day.
Nastase and McEnroe. You remember that one lovely scene in Wimbledon where he went and Nastase went and challenged the machine on the
service line. Exactly, I remember that. He went down and he went down on his knees and peered into the machine to see if there was
arguing with it.
He was arguing with it. Absolutely, he was hilarious though. But I think it wouldn't have been as much fun if you had the challenge system.
Exactly.
But Nastase would have been funny under any circumstances.
Yes, exactly.
He just had a great sense of humor. You should really get him to one of your WAF events.
Yes.
One of these days, yeah.
Oh.
Ball.
That's Priya Krishnan, Ramesh's lovely wife, visiting the Chennai Open here. First time this week. So the warm-ups have taken place, and see, it's about 5, coming up on 5:20 here, Indian Standard Time. Both players have had a wonderful week of tennis, and WAWRINKA, of course, has played less number of games and less number of sets than his opponent from France. This man Vasselin has had 2 tough 3-set matches on his way to the final, but It's Dan Wawrinka, the number 1 seed, up against the number 7 seed, Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN of France. You're watching the singles final from the Aircel Chennai Open 2014.
Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN to serve. Ready? Black. Net for service.
ROGER-VASSELIN looks a lot younger than his 30 years of age. To think that he's 2 years older than his opponent, quite amazing. Oof. Just wide. Edouard had a very successful doubles pairing with Rohan Bopanna last year in Wimbledon, getting to the semi-final and a win in Tokyo as well. So a very accomplished doubles player too. Kind of dropped his head on that.
15 all.
Good defensive lob, wasn't it?
Very good defensive lob. And also it's fairly windy down there, and the wind apparently blowing from our end, the commentator's box end, down the other side. So he is serving into the wind. Oh, brilliant. What a forehand. And we keep talking about his backhand all the time, but his forehand is equally lethal.
15, 30.
And he holds it so well. He can go reverse cross court, the cross court as he did there, and so much pace on the ball. Amazing racket head speed. He's probably the only player who stands in for the first serve, and further back for the second. Wawrinka. Well, they decided to stay in for this one. Ooh, that was a gift. He tried to play a short angle. Didn't quite clear the net.
Just a bit long. Good serve there from ROGER-VASSELIN. Sets up the forehand.
40, 30.
Very complete player, the Frenchman. Got really no weakness. Moves well. Good serve. Can be aggressive when he needs to.
Yeah.
Well done.
ROGER-VASSELIN.
So the first game to the Frenchman. Interesting match yesterday when he was down 2-love in the final set.
First game.
He won 5 straight games, played some wonderful tennis, cut down the errors, looked fitter and stronger than his Spanish opponent, Granollers, and got to 5-2 rather quickly. And actually closed out the match.
The way I saw it was that he looked like the better player all the way through the match, but Granollers just hung on by the skin of his teeth and gritted out that second set and hoped for a few errors that he got. Finally got up even a break in the third, but Frenchman fought back so well and finally took the match 6-3 in the final set. Really good all-round player, and like all the French, he has amazing ground strokes as well. Maybe not the massive weapon that you would need to get into the top 10, but a very, very complete all-around game.
Love 15.
Stan's been throwing in a few doubles this week, amazingly.
He's got a pretty good roll on the second.
He does have a good roll. And yesterday he could not buy a first serve in the ad court for some reason. The deuce court he was winning the points and could not in the ad. Oh. Missed it.
That's it.
Slight opening for the Frenchman. 2 donations from the Swiss star.
double fault and an error. Safe forehand there this time.
15, 30.
It's that first serve that works so well for him. When it lands, like for most of the players, they get a short forehand in reply, short return, and then it's a quick 1-2.
That was at 202 kilometers per hour.
Oh yes, even better.
Beautifully played. He got on top of that ball there, WAWRINKA.
With this drop shot right here, he sees it early and moves in fast. You know, he doesn't even, he just ambles up to it and pokes it cross court. Such good feel. The key is to get the ball high enough from the court so you can have a lot of options on it. Great serve. Digging himself out of the hole from love 30.
40, 30.
There we are. 203.
Ooh, just wide. Yeah, that's good.
God, set. Well, he really laced into both of them, the backhand and then the forehand.
1 game on.
Nothing halfway about Swiss when he strikes the ball. Just goes for broke a lot of times, but
Winner speed at 153 kilometers per hour.
just short of 100 miles an hour. Amazing. It's like a Del Potro forehand.
So got out of jail there, love 30.
Ah, well played. No, should have followed that one in. ROGER-VASSELIN. He had WAWRINKA on the run.
15.
Decided to stay back and hit another ground stroke. Sometimes when you watch them play Vij compared to the guys of our generation, they don't follow the ball into the net as much as we would have, basically. They hit 3 more winners from the back of the court to win the point.
I mean, today's ground strokes, the guys are so tough
So
from the
tough.
back.
There's no question about that. Look where Stan is for that return. Ooh, missed it.
15
He's
on.
gone back to his stand 10 feet behind the baseline. Oh, went for it. He loves that backhand down the line when he gets an opening.
30, 15.
Sometimes catching the top of the net as he did there. I read today that this is ROGER-VASSELIN's second ATP final. I thought it was his first one.
I think they beat WAWRINKA in
Did he?
one of the European events in the round of 32.
Yes, brilliant.
Glorious backhand.
It's so technically perfect, that backhand. The shoulder turn, and he holds it so well, so you can go down the line, cross court, topspin lob, any one of the 3 shots with that beautiful, beautiful backhand. I think it's the prettiest backhand on the tour.
It is. This one
Look
here.
at that. Look at the follow through.
Wonderful follow through. There's no wrist on it either.
No wrist. He's a strong guy. Stan. That's the one he loves. Absolutely crushing the ball.
Well, it was just a matter of time there. Once he opened up the court with that backhand up the line, WAWRINKA moved his opponent around beautifully.
40.
Finally, the winner to give himself a break point.
The amazing thing is this. That's an inside-in forehand right there, but the backhand was hit from the middle of the court, reverse cross court. It's amazing how hard that is to do. That's just big pace from. Oh, great shot. Well played.
He hung in well there, ROGER-VASSELIN.
He had to do something special with that forehand cross court because he was so much on the defensive all the way through that point. But good movement and good concentration, good focus kept him in that point. Well, he can serve and volley if he needs to, and he should mix it in because he's too far. He's too much on the defensive when he plays Stan in the rallies. Getting pushed around. Look at that forehand, what pace on it. Just lines up and thumps it. Even to stand that far back and take a huge cut at the ball, you have to be such a strong upper body.
The Frenchman having to work really hard in the service game.
Great second serve.
Interestingly, how nicely WAWRINKA is able to open up the court, even though often we see ROGER-VASSELIN playing fairly in. But that's another break point there for the Swiss #1 here at this tournament.
Great slice backhand. Oh yeah,
that's a glorious pass.
Brilliant. He had to thread the needle, and he did. Look at this right here. Great approach from.
Hardly a backswing on this. Look at that.
Look at the way he flicks that wrist to get it up the line.
Well played. Back to Juice.
Net for service.
Stands so smooth with that slice block backhand that he plays off the return. Oh, beautiful. Difficult
Advantage.
bowling position for the Frenchman. Didn't expect quite such a good return. Break point #3.
Double timed him there, serving and bowling twice consecutively,
Juice.
surprising his opponent.
Seven minutes and 8 seconds for this game thus far. Another big serve into the backhand. Seems to be going a lot to the backhand this game.
ROGER-VASSELIN.
Oops. Double fault on game point after working so hard to get there. What a shame. He needs to stay as close as possible to the top seed to make a match of this. Oh, great volley. Well done. Fantastic first volley from a tough position. That's where the doubles helps, the bowling skills.
Advantage, ROGER-VASSELIN.
Look at this, a nice low volley here, but he placed it very well over the high part of the net and knocks off the easy one. Well, both players finding it hard to close out this game on the Frenchman's serve.
Well, slightly late on that backhand down the line. Decided to pull the trigger, and always a tricky shot unless you've got all the time in the world to make it. Ah, great volley again. And
That's a glorious pass.
Watch this backhand volley. Nicely hit, but did not cover the line well enough. And WAWRINKA, look at the whip on that forehand.
I think he's tough to read, that forehand, which is why players are reacting a little slower to it. Whether it's going to be a lob, an angle, cross court. Great point. Oh dear.
Missed a few of those. Block returns. He's got it on his racket. It's amazing that he didn't make ROGER-VASSELIN play another ball. Doesn't seem to lose his composure though, WAWRINKA. Absolutely expressionless.
Swiss culture.
Swiss culture. Like a Swiss watch. Oof. Had that too lined up. ROGER-VASSELIN doing a good job mixing it up, so he's made him hit a few forehand passing shots, a few backhands, served probably even number of times to each side. No body serves yet though, which is what you use more of.
Past the 10-minute mark this game.
Yeah.
There we have it. After nearly 11 minutes, this third game on the Frenchman's serve. It's 2 games to 1 on serve.
2 games to 1.
Time.
Welcome back to the beautiful city of Chennai, the southeastern coast of India, the capital of my home state, Tamil Nadu. You're watching the singles final of the Aircel Chennai Open 2014. Anand and I in the commentary position, watching this match between Stan WAWRINKA of Switzerland and Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN of France. So it's just 2-1 in the first set. It's on serve, but already been on court nearly 20 minutes. This, of course, is a wonderful event run by IMG Reliance, Tamil Nadu Tennis Association, and of course tremendous support from the Tamil Nadu government. the Honourable Chief Minister Jayalalitha, who's been a real strong supporter of this tournament and of course sports across this great state.
WAWRINKA opening with an ace. That is an absolutely fantastic backhand. So much topspin on it, bringing the ball up and down, short into the court. It bounced in front of the service line, creating an impossible angle. Absolutely spectacular. The depth of the return from the Frenchman, forcing the error. Stan was a little flat-footed there. They must have played each other through the juniors and all of it. Almost the same age. A 2-year difference. Oh, serve and volley. Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN held his ground very well there. Didn't panic and came up with the backhand pass.
Yes, he was sitting on that backhand, wasn't he? That's the reaction.
Didn't have to move to hit that. Suddenly 30 all. Superb 1-2. Very, very good second serve out wide. And ROGER-VASSELIN did well to get his racket on it, but left the court wide open. This one right here. The court was open for the WAWRINKA.
But he was behind the ball when he struck that cross court. It was really a tough one to make for a winner.
Net for service.
Somehow pulled it off though.
Net for service.
Well, he had it lined up, just pulling the trigger a little late. Certainly a shot that he could have made. That's the problem with down the lines. You have to hit them precisely.
Advantage.
The cross court, if you catch a bit late, is going to go down the middle of the court.
Oh, that looked wide.
All right,
Called in, but there's your first challenge from the Frenchman. We'll take a look at it on Hawkeye. Here we go. Ooh, good call by the linesman.
Very good call. Wow.
WAWRINKA.
Catching the edge of the line. And
2 games on.
the Swiss
Mr.
holds on
has
for 2-all.
2 challenges to win.
Couple of deuce games on both serves. The last 2 games, a 10-11 minute game by the Frenchman and a deuce game from the Swiss. All even in the first set.
A few more errors there from WAWRINKA.
Well, it looked like ROGER-VASSELIN was going to come to the net and kind of faked him out. He went for a bigger shot than he would have liked. Yeah, well done. Good movement at the net from the Frenchman. Lovely pickup.
30 love.
This one right here, lob wasn't quite deep enough, and ROGER-VASSELIN is 6 foot tall, put it away. No problem. Let's see if he can serve out an easy game here.
Nope. 40 love.
Pulled it wide. He does go for broke, doesn't he? Quite a bit.
He certainly does from the back court. You know, I always think that he's working the pace of the ball more and more during the course of the rally because he's thinking of beating the Djokovic's of the world and Nadal's of the world, where the good shot is not good enough.
True. Ooh, had that one, but
40-15.
a bad miss, but it's still 40-15. Yeah, well, I think he certainly has a chance to beat the second. Well, when I say second tier, I mean guys like David Ferrer or Tomas Berdych, even Del Potro. I think he certainly has the power to match them and win. So top 5 is not out of his reach.
Yeah,
He's got to cut out his errors, though.
Yes, there were 3 of them here in this game alone. The Frenchman holds on fairly comfortably. 3 games to 2.
3
First
games
set.
to 2.
Tu l'envoies? Can you take this racket to the field?
Welcome back to the singles final here at the Aircel Chennai Open. A beautiful evening in Chennai, and Scotty Chidambaram in the middle. Rico Peperno on the right.
Looking very solemn.
They're looking very solemn, exactly. I mean, he's from Calcutta.
Yes, look at him.
Or Kolkata, I should say. And then
Kolkata.
Bikram is in the middle. Bikram Singh from IMG Reliance. And the young lady on the right is Meera Patel from IMG London, and our own Charu Sharma on the left. Watching the tennis.
Oh, great backhand.
Terrific.
He gave him a taste of his own medicine. Superbly struck backhand down the line.
Law 15.
Let's take a look at it again. This one. And ROGER-VASSELIN leans into it so well.
He shortens up the backswing.
Yeah, he did shorten up the backswing there. Nicely. He should use that serve more often. A little shorter into the box would be even better. When you get the two-hander to go to the one-handed slice, you pretty much know you've got him. And the ball, especially if it gets above shoulder height. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, great backhand. Both slices very, very close to the sideline.
30-15.
The WAWRINKA rolled backhand doing the damage. Suddenly blistering pace with that backhand. Amazing he gets that much pace on the serve, even though when he makes contact, it's pretty much facing the net.
Good heavy return of serve there from ROGER-VASSELIN, forcing the error.
Third shot.
WAWRINKA and Vasselin played here at the Chennai Open in 2012. First time WAWRINKA winning that match in 2012 here, 7-5 in the final set. So they've had a tight match here in 2012, and then in 2013, as I was saying earlier, Vasselin beat him in Basel. It's 3.
Must have been an indoor tournament.
Yes.
Swiss indoors.
Swiss indoors.
Beat WAWRINKA in his home country. Couldn't have been too happy with that.
This is amazing though. WAWRINKA is such an amazing player.
Yeah.
And
we pulled it wide.
Such an amazing player. And has played second fiddle to Federer.
That's right.
His whole career.
And now even when you talk to him that Federer is 7 and he's 8, he says, no, he'll be back at the top of the rankings. So modest that Federer is going to be at the top of the rankings and he doesn't ever think he's going to pass him. Incredible. So much respect for the great one.
Well done.
WAWRINKA.
Full serve.
So these two have had some history. I didn't realize they'd played each other so many times and so recently. And pretty even with the wins and losses. Even the one that WAWRINKA won 2 years ago here in Chennai was 7-5 in the third. And then the win in Basel for the Frenchman. Everything dead even at 3-all first set after 32 minutes of play. Some long games, Vij, including that 11-minute game on the Frenchman's serve.
Third game.
Thank you. Ready for play. Thank you.
This will be the last game with these. They get the fresh set of balls after this.
And they do get fluffy on this court. So far back, he takes a huge cut at the ball, both forehand and backhand. Great backhand. Another superb down the line from the Frenchman. Hit a winner in the previous game and now this. I think he definitely feels he's in there with the chance.
Oh, 1000%. I mean, obviously they played twice recently and won a piece, and all matches have been close and tight. They know each other's games. So we're in for a dogfight here.
Oh yes. Even better. Wow. Got there well in time. He could have gone down the line with it, but decided to go a short angle.
30-15.
This was a good drop volley, but WAWRINKA well in time, and look at that angle.
Great balance there. Terrific
Great
footwork.
Balance.
Has to be the surprise element for it to work well, that drop volley.
Next serve.
Well, a lot of the spectators might have thought that WAWRINKA would have an easier time, since there's quite a disparity in the rankings, but they're head-to-heads pretty close. there have been
40-15.
a few unforced errors, quite a few unforced errors from WAWRINKA.
Go take this paper.
Maybe overplaying the ball, trying to generate more pace, as you were mentioning about trying to tackle Nadal and Djokovic. Wide open space. That's the thing, that forehand volley or the volley is not crisp enough. With these rackets and these strings, the passing shots are so easy for these players.
Here we go. He gets there with plenty of time, a lot of room to make the pass. Still game point for the Frenchman.
ROGER-VASSELIN.
This time,
New balls.
Vasselin's drop shot was absolutely perfect. And the Frenchman holds on.
ROGER-VASSELIN needs 4
Keeps his
games
nose
to
in
3.
front. 4 games to 3. That's it. Welcome back to the singles final here at the Aircel Chennai Open in Chennai. Anand and I are watching this match between the Swiss star Stan Wawrinka and ROGER-VASSELIN of France, 30 years of age.
I love watching people's reaction when they see themselves on the big screen.
But he's not worried about the big screen. You know,
He's into the
what's he having?
the corn.
What's he having? Is he having the corn?
I think so.
Oh, well, there we are then.
First I thought it was ice cream.
Yeah. Serving a 3-4 with new balls. First set.
Goes the new balls tend to fly and gives the server a distinct advantage. Nice, great volley. Wow. Oh, look at that angle on the backhand. Amazing. Took a full swing at that.
15 love.
143 kilometers an hour, that backhand winner.
He didn't move in after that lob over his opponent's head.
Well, if you can do that with the backhand, you don't have to.
I'd stay back
Wow.
too.
Amazing. Yeah, well played. Moving the ball around the court, running his French opponent all over the place.
30 love.
This was a brilliant lob. And just watch this back. This was the previous point. Short cross-court backhand. Look at that. Look at that shoulder turn. Look at the follow-through. It's completely a Western grip. He gets so far behind the racket handle. Yes, well done. Well, if any of you out there would ever like to try a single-handed backhand, this is the one to watch. Look at this. Forehand not bad either. Yeah, great shot. The pace of the Roger-Vasselin forehand causing the damage.
40-15.
That ball went right through the court. A solid flat forehand from the Frenchman. Yeah.
WAWRINKA.
A little easier with the new balls. Quick hold by WAWRINKA. And the match poised evenly at 4 games all. As expected, a tightly contested final. So a lot of people in this audience would have thought that maybe Stan had a definite edge and would walk away with it, but certainly not the case.
Thank you.
Ooh, wide. Roger-Vasselin doing the right thing, mixing up the serve and volley with a few bombs to keep the Swiss star honest. Since they've played each other so many times, they know each other's game, I'm sure, quite well. All the question of who executes better on the day. I'm sure the Frenchman is looking to win his first title since he's already been in one final prior to this. Well, big pace off that WAWRINKA backhand forcing the error. Oh, great shot. Oh, so well done. The Frenchman went from defense to offense so smoothly. He defended so well early in the rally, and then this forehand putting him at the driver's seat. Yes.
Two points for 5-4. Oh, that angle is superb from the WAWRINKA backhand. Pulls the opponent well off the sidelines. Even if he has to try to get it. But look at this one here.
Yeah,
absolutely
beautiful.
Majestic.
Look at that turn. Every time it looks like it's the same shot, Vij.
Yes.
The way he prepares for it, the way he sets up, the high take back of the racket. Oh, that's a great lob. It's in.
Well played. Some terrific tennis here in the closing stages of this first set. The drop shot from Vasselin, the lob from WAWRINKA.
But that lob he hit cross court over the right side of Roger-Vasselin, which was an interesting lob.
Yes.
Great serve. Just when he needed it. 4 all, 30 all. Perfect time for a huge first one. Yes. Got that.
That was brave.
ROGER-VASSELIN.
Very courageous second serve and volley there from the Frenchman. And he holds on.
ROGER-VASSELIN leads
45 minutes into this first
5-4.
set. It's 5-4 on serve to the Frenchman.
Du Tal. Yeah, Stan needs some powder for his hand.
Welcome back to singles final here at the Aircel Chennai Open 2014. Wonderful tennis here between these two very, very talented players as the dusk has set in on the Chennai skyline, and we pull down to the stadium court here at the Nungabakkam Tennis Stadium. And I are watching Stan WAWRINKA seeded 1 and Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN seeded 7. Serving to stay in the first set, Stan WAWRINKA, 4-5.
Been such an evenly poised match so far. A few break points, but no breaks of serve yet. Well done. Dealing severely with that short forehand, the Swiss.
15 love.
No mistake. He has made a few unforced errors, but fortunately for him, not on break points and not on the really crucial points. All signs that the set might be headed for a tiebreaker. Today he's hit a lot of those backhand cross-court winners. Usually it's down the line, but
30 love.
he has been so lethal with that short cross-court backhand of his. It's got such an angle on it, it's almost unplayable.
Correction to Bruce. First serve.
An overrule from the chair for the first time in this match. Mohammad El Janati.
Love.
Great serve, great serve. Look at the angle on that wide one. Perfectly placed. He's been serving the 200s, 208, 209. Especially down the tee, yes.
Game. WAWRINKA.
Well done. Good service hold there for WAWRINKA. Comfortable
5
one.
games all.
So 5 games all in this first set, and the quality of tennis has been very high. But look at him where he's been for the return of serve, first and second serves. Interesting, isn't it?
Very interesting. The yellow balls being the return of serve on the first ones, and ROGER-VASSELIN, of course, back on the first one, as you should be.
Thank you. Ready for play. Thank you.
WAWRINKA a lot further back on the second serves than on the first. Very unusual, but he likes to take a huge cut at the ball from way behind. Takes 3, 4, 5 steps back. Yeah.
This time down the line.
That's why I think it gives him all the time in the world to set up and not be rushed into his strokes. And that one's a clear indication of what kind of a match he'd like to play. Ah, great serve. Well, just old Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN needs a few first serves in this game. This coming to the business end of the set is what really separates the top 10 from the rest of them. Nice block, but just wide.
30-15.
A little too big.
Third shot.
Went for the angle and the speed. Good effort by Leighton Hewitt to beat Federer after all these years.
After
Amazing.
a very tough semi-final, also he had a semi-final and a 3-set final. He's a very gutsy performer, Leighton Hewitt.
Came back from all kinds of injuries. Great serve again. Helped Australia get back into the world group. Beat Uzbekistan along with Bernard Tomic. Really he's a great supporter of the Davis Cup, Leighton Hewitt. He's been playing for many, many years and been rock solid at that. Great defense from ROGER-VASSELIN, but still not good enough. The Swiss star just crushing the ball on both sides.
Juice.
So a little pedal to the metal here from WAWRINKA.
Catching the Frenchman looking the wrong way. Five all, deuce. That's the serve he should go after more, the body serve.
Oh, well, it was right in the strike zone of the Swiss. That backhand pass coming up at a crucial time here to give himself a real chance to serve out the first set.
The first break point on the ROGER-VASSELIN serve, I think, at least in the last few games. Clean backhand pass.
Yes, not since the third game of
Third
the set.
game.
Thank you.
It was a good approach, shot, just completely beaten by the pace of that ball. Oh yes.
Here it is.
WAWRINKA.
The break of serve coming in the 53rd minute of this first set.
WAWRINKA leads.
And when we come back, it will be Stan Wawrinka serving for the first set. The singles final at the Aircel Chennai Open 2014,
Time.
well underway. as we get towards the closing stages of this first set. It's Stan Wawrinka who finally breaks the Frenchman's serve and will now serve for the first set. Balaji and Badrinath, the two cricketers from Chennai, enjoying the tennis. And there, of course, is the wonderful Air Asia family, and the CEO of Air Asia India sitting right there in the middle, Mithu, with some of the flight attendants from the upcoming Air Asia. The launch takes place in March this year. They are the official airline partners of the Aircel Chennai Open 2014. Love. It's a sheer pace of the forehand from Wawrinka.
Very solid game from him thus far. He knows he's got to put this set away, and that he's not going to be given anything. Team's all fired up right now. Ooh, just wide. Taking another look.
Mr. Wawrinka is challenging a call on right center serve. The ball was
Might as well. He's got three of them. I did think it was wide though. Just missed. Second serve. And a challenge from ROGER-VASSELIN on that second serve. Both on the same point. Well, that's the thing. After you miss the return, you might as well challenge it since you lost the point anyway. Ooh, just got the line. It will be interesting to see what would have happened if that serve had been out. Yeah,
you got it.
Serve.
First set.
So just under an hour, this first set, 57 minutes. And Stan Wawrinka, the #1 seed, has finally won the first set, 7 games to 5. Wonderful tennis. You're watching the Aircel Chennai Open singles final.
Ouais, tu changes là-bas. Ouais.
First set of 7 games to 5.
The first set going to Stan Wawrinka, 7 games to 5 in this wonderful tennis match. The quality of tennis very high from both players. ROGER-VASSELIN putting up a wonderful fight in that first set, and a solid crowd here watching this final.
It's been actually a top-class first set.
This is what's coming up. Following the singles final, the doubles final, Rundström and Nielsen against Pavic and Dragonja of Croatia.
Nielsen, of course, the grandson of Kurt Nielsen from Denmark.
Kurt Nielsen.
The great Kurt Nielsen, and a Wimbledon champion in 2012.
Both to this side, both.
He won with Jamie Murray from the UK. Amazing to win a Grand Slam. I think they beat the Bryants.
It's the only tournament he's won.
Nothing since?
No.
Unbelievable. He might win this one though, since he's in the final now.
Tom Anir.
Look at Tom.
He was in the media today.
He was. He's been in the media quite a bit. Tom Anir.
The two cricketers. Look at his eyes.
Oh, kids love it.
Well, the players have gone off for a restroom break. Ramesh Krishnan, we keep playing tennis quite often. Ramesh and Priya Krishnan,
yes,
enjoying the tennis. We play with them, and our dear friends Vivek Reddy and Jasper over at beautiful MCC, the Madras Cricket Club. Wonderful tennis courts. Anand and I go out there and play some doubles.
And where are Jasper and Vivek today anyway?
Yeah, where are they?
Didn't show up for the final. Maybe they're sitting watching this.
So, who's that young man in the Superman t-shirt? As we take a look at the highlights from the opening set.
Oh yeah,
that's a good
battle. Oh yes, even better. High take back of the racket. Oh, that's a great lob. Cinch.
So we'll have Rafa, little board up there.
Well, stands back, and
stands back,
waiting for Edouard. Oh, he's on court already.
Eager. Rafael Nadal won the Doha tournament this week. I think beating Monfils in the final.
Yeah.
And Leighton Hewitt won Brisbane this week, beating Federer. And this is
15 love.
The final of the third one. All players preparing for the Australian Open, which begins on the 13th of January for 2 weeks. You can see it on Star Sports with Alan and myself.
Apparently they don't play that Sydney tournament in White City anymore.
Oh, what a pity.
Yeah, they said the new venue is not nearly as good or as exciting as the old White City courts. Oh, look how easily he got that.
Well,
I thought it was a good drop shot.
Didn't look like he would have gotten there, but then he ambled up there, and what a winner.
15 all.
This time off the forehand.
Look at this. That I thought was a very fine drop shot. Look at this. Just gets there and pokes it cross court beyond the reach of the Frenchman.
Great hands.
He's done it off the backhand. He's done it off the forehand. Amazing. Great serve. That's one way to deal with it. Very workmanlike ROGER-VASSELIN. Just gets on with it. Oh, what pace and what angle on that. Amazing how he manages to control it.
Third shot.
Certainly goes for broke. And a slap shot forehand.
His winner's speeds are up in the 150s constantly.
Just below 100 miles an hour.
Net for six.
That was a bad miss, trying to go behind the Swiss.
Expensive error from the Frenchman. Gets him down a break point in the opening game of the second set.
Not quite as easy as it looked. He took his eye off the ball, just waiting to see where Stan was going, and decided to go behind him. No. Ooh. Oh, what a point. Stan extremely unlucky to lose that. He had 2 chances to finish it off.
Juice.
This one right here. And this smash a little bit out of reach, but he gets to it. And that
that's
was
a tough
just
pass. That's
superb,
a very tough pass.
superb backhand down the line. What he calls staying in the point. Oh yeah. Very nice. Nicely done. Stan would be a little disappointed in not having put that forehand away. Enough time and a short enough ball. Thanks to the net cord.
And that was break point.
That was. Nothing more discouraging than losing the first set 7-5 and losing your opening serve in the second. Would have put a real dampener on the Frenchman.
Juice.
Well, the problem is from in the commentary box, you don't quite realize how hard that ball is being hit. You think, oh, why did he miss that? But it's coming at you at 100, 105 miles an hour. Unless you get your feet in position and you rack it back soon, the ball's on top of you. Oh, that's too good. Again, held that forehand so well. You could not tell till the ball came off his racket, but it's down the line or cross court.
Such a routine pass this for WAWRINKA. See him cups that ball well inside the sideline.
And good height over the net too. Not like it was 2 inches over the net. More like 2 feet.
So a break point. Well, just a matter of time looked like in that game. WAWRINKA hanging tough, being aggressive, and eventually coming up with the break. That is a huge game in WAWRINKA's favor to have a set and a break up. The second set.
That's 3 games in a row that he's managed to put together from 5-all in the first set. Well, all fired up now.
But 2 of the 3 games were breaks that he was able to break the Frenchman.
Let's see how well ROGER-VASSELIN can hang in there now. Go back to the wall.
An hour and 8 minutes into this match. You're watching the singles final here. The Aircel Chennai Open 2014. An hour and 8 minutes. 7-5, 1 love for the Swiss.
Yeah. Good way to start after you've just broken serve. Over 200 kilometers an hour and perfectly placed in the corner. Ah, too good. Not a lot you can do about that. Stan has certainly raised his game in the last 15-20 minutes. Oops.
40.
Slight miss hit there off that return.
Off the top of the racket. There have been the occasional bad bounce on this court, even on the outside ones for sure. There was complaints of a lot of sand being on the courts 3 and 4, amazingly. Yeah. Not so much on the center court, but certainly on courts 3 and 4. Ajit Ram was complaining about the other day. He said it was as slippery as a clay court. Solid hitting from the Frenchman, forcing the error.
So that forehand error along with the double fault gets the Frenchman back to 40-30.
Oh, great return. Great angle from so far behind. ROGER-VASSELIN manages to create an incredible angle. All of a sudden, look at this right here, how flicks the racket around the right side of the ball, pulling it short cross court, forcing the error. Suddenly deuce. He's going to regret the double fault if he loses the service game. There it is again.
Glory's backhand that. Oh, he's being animated now, WAWRINKA.
Yeah, suddenly. When the things were even, he was pretty quiet. Now that he's ahead, suddenly excited about it. Wanting to close out the Frenchman. I guess he's remembering the problems he's had in the past. No. Overhit it. Comparatively easy forehand for him. Got it.
Oh, this time he was there with even more time to play it. But the angle that he tried for was a bit too tight and short. This one here.
It's just amazing how he just ambles up to it and gets there well in time. ROGER-VASSELIN all fired up with a chance to break right back, having been down 40-love this game. He had it lined up this time. Just overcooked the forehand. Doesn't look like anybody wants to win this game. WAWRINKA has had 4 game points and ROGER-VASSELIN 1. Yeah, great serve.
Oh, is there a challenge? Wide serve from WAWRINKA.
That's a throwaway challenge. Might as well use it though.
You think it was in?
Yeah.
Flush on the line.
Advantage for Africa. Mr. WAWRINKA has 2 chances.
Topsy does have slight lapses in concentration yesterday and even the day before against Bedene, which causes him unnecessary problems.
So finally consolidating the break of serve, Stan Wawrinka
WAWRINKA leads 2 games to
now
none.
firmly in the driver's seat. 7-5, 2 love. Hour and 15 minutes.
The first set was an hour.
This time he was there.
He's hit every single drop shot
15
cross-court.
love.
But this was a great drop shot. Look how well Stan does to get to it. And ROGER-VASSELIN ready.
He's yet to go down the line with that
Yeah,
pickup.
that's what I mean. Oh, another one. Oh, picked it so well. He could have gone anywhere with that backhand. Stan
15
covering
love.
the down the line, picking it off perfectly. A must-hold game for the Frenchman. He's going to stay in this match. Yeah, he needed that. Good
13,
wide serve.
15.
Another good first serve, solid.
14-15.
Not that big, only 173 kilometers an hour, but well placed. Wawrinka unhappy at not putting the ball back in the court. Oh, great shot.
Well played. 2 line balls there from ROGER-VASSELIN.
WAWRINKA leads 2
And he
games
holds
to
on,
none.
but it's Wawrinka. 2 games to 1 with the break of serve, second set. Welcome back. A beautiful night here in Chennai. 6:40 Indian Standard Time. You're watching the Aircel Chennai Open 2014 Singles Final from the Nungambakkam Tennis Stadium, in the heart of my hometown, the city of Chennai. Grew up, went to school here, went to college here, Touch Park, Don Bosco, and then to Loyola College, and played for the college, played for the university, and then played for the country, which has always been a great privilege. Wawrinka serving at 2-1, second set.
Yeah,
Well
had
done.
so much time to pull the trigger on that. With
15
that
love.
semi-western forehand that he has, covers the ball so well. Cross-court or down the line with the same swing. Similarly with the backhand, so hard to read. Oh, it's in. A slight mishit off the
13
forehand,
love.
but I'm sure he'll take it. Roger-Vasselin not happy that he didn't chase that one down. This one right here, not off the center of the racket.
As we say, shank you very much.
Thank you very much. Exactly. That was a shank you. Well, I think he's trying to find his range a little bit more now. Starting to find his range. Those short forehands being completely punished. He was here in the last service game, 40 love. Perfect game.
Yeah, solid service game there from the Swiss. Go to that, 3 games to 1.
3 games to 1.
As he starts to make his
Balls, please.
move towards the finish line of the singles final. Firmly in the driver's seat. So changes his racket with new balls coming up after 16 games, 7 and then 9. So you play with a tighter, strong racket to deal with the new balls. Serving at 1-3, Roger-Vasselin, second set.
The depth of the first return forcing the short reply.
Long 15.
This one right here, return right on the baseline, setting up this easy backhand put away. That's out. What a big cut that was from way behind the baseline. Well, he's talking to himself a lot more, Beach, this set than he did in the start of the match or till about the time he broke serve.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's just too good. Like they say, TMG, too much game there.
15, 30.
Backhand on the line, followed by a forehand winner. Much you can do about that.
So a bit of bother again on the Frenchman's serve. 15-30.
Nice deep volley. Just what he needed.
Third shot.
Got on quickly behind the serve. Roger-Vasselin. In true double style. What a heavy backhand that was. Straight at
30,
the
40.
hip, right hip of Roger-Vasselin. Couldn't get out of the way and mishit it.
So this could potentially be match point. Give Stan Wawrinka a double break of serve. Should he break here? 30-40. Oh, pity. I hope he's all right. He's fine. He just had a bit of a slide there, but fortunately didn't go over on the ankle. And Stan Wawrinka now firmly in command of this match. An hour and 24 minutes, but it's moving quickly in the Swiss' favour. A set in 4-1, double break of serve.
Time.
Stan Wawrinka, #1 player in this tournament, seeded 1, coming here as the clear favourite, is now showing us why he is. He hasn't lost a set all week, and now serving 4-1 up, double break in the second set.
Love 15.
Well, a loose backhand slice. Well, the Frenchman has to really buckle down here and try to get at least one of these breaks back. Just long. Did the right thing, went for it. A wild forehand.
30-15.
A set 4-1, 30-15, Wawrinka.
A little over anxious on that shot. The ball was lower than he expected and went for a bit too much. 30-all. The Frenchman has to make the most of any little chance he may get.
40-30.
Not much you can do about that. 206. 208. KM. PH. That's a good serve. Lovely kicker out wide. Beautiful change of pace from the Swiss, and now 5-1 in the second set, having won the first.
So a very solid performance here from Stan Wawrinka in the second set. As this is where Wawrinka has been placing the shots. The winners have come, those are the red dots. The winners are obviously in the corners of the court. The rallying spots have been a little bit more all over the place, but great variety from Wawrinka. Serving to stay in this final, Roger-Vasselin.
love.
Well played.
love.
Never easy to win a title on the ATP Tour. The competition is so strong. So after this final, Roger-Vasselin will rethink that again.
He certainly had a good week so far.
Absolutely.
He was seated to meet Bonini first, and he got out of the way, and then Benoit pair, and he lost. So
pity about Yuzhny as well.
Pity about Yuzhny. So it was the draw kind of opened up for the Frenchman. I mean, he still had to beat some very good players.
40-15.
2 breaks. The match well in hand. The Swiss.
Thank you. Again,
ROGER-VASSELIN holds on. When we come back, it'll be WAWRINKA serving for the final.
Time.
A beautiful evening here in Chennai on the southeastern coast of India, the capital of the state of Tamil Nadu. A wonderful event this. As Stan WAWRINKA, after an hour and 32 minutes, is serving for the championship. 7-5, 5-2.
Great forehand. Needs to do something special to get back into this match.
He got on top of this nicely, didn't he?
Absolutely, top of the bounce and just flattened out that forehand. A rocket down the line. 144 kilometers an hour. Oh yes. Look how he faces the net when he hits that smash. There's hardly any shoulder turn, but such a strong guy, he can just arm it into the court. Great smash. Oh, look at the racket speed on that. Superb backhand reverse crosscourt winner.
30-15.
Takes it back and just flattens it out.
This one off the back foot.
No sign of nerves of any kind. Oh, very casual drop shot. What did he try to do there? He could have gone straight through the Frenchman.
Took his eye off the ball there.
Look at this, how casual is this drop shot?
And he had it. Look at him, he looked like he wasn't looking at the ball there for some reason.
But he just thumped it down the line. It wasn't such a difficult volley.
Very basic error. But you all. So that wonderful service out wide by WAWRINKA. After an hour and 35 minutes, he has championship point.
Well, the crowd favorite here in Chennai. The crowd gives him a rousing ovation.
He got it!
And there it is. A superb display in the second set.
7-5.
Showing us why he's the #8 player in the world. First set, a very tight one. The second set, a much better level from the top seed from Switzerland.
Well, a delightful performance in the second set by Stan Wawrinka. And the crowd really enjoyed some classic tennis there from the 8th seed, 8th ranked player in the world. Wawrinka coming through as the favorite without dropping a set the whole tournament.
Not even a tiebreaker. 5-all was as far as opponents got yesterday and today.
Well, now here's his real challenge, to be able to hit these balls up into the stands.
I think he should have enough practice by now. He's been hitting balls in the stands for the last 5 years. A little bit of showmanship from the Swiss. Yeah, a good one.
Maybe better off with the backhand on that. Well, there you go. Oh, he's playing the crowd very well.
Playing it very well.
Oh, well done.
Nice shot. Look at everybody fighting over that ball. Wow. Look at that.
Never seen him do this before. Terrific. Well done. Stan Wawrinka, absolutely the best player in this tournament. He came in that way, and he will be leaving Chennai in exactly the same way. He just showed the entire field what a class act he is on the court. Just confirmation of the score: 7-5, 6-2 in an hour and 35 minutes. Stan Wawrinka seeded 1 against Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN seeded 7. And here's the stats from this match.
Wawrinka 48% first serves to ROGER-VASSELIN 67. 5 aces to 1, 2 double faults to 1 for the Frenchman. That is a big difference. The 40 winners to 13 by the Swiss. 31 unforced errors, 22 by ROGER-VASSELIN, and 3 break points and none for the Frenchman. So he must be really happy with himself.
Well, we'll take a short break. Stan Wawrinka has come through. We are awaiting the prize ceremony on center court.
Ladies and gentlemen, another week to celebrate some of the finest tennis seen here in this part of the world. And I hope you enjoyed our coverage on television, particularly the edition of the Aircel Chennai Open. But of course, in case you were too far to understand the flavor of the event, it's time to hear from Chennai, to whom we owe another fabulous set of spectators. Thank you so much for joining us. Where will we possibly be without your support to the tournament? Thank you once again, and I know that you will be thanked again and again, but let me be the first one to do that. We truly do appreciate your presence here today. On behalf of the tournament, I hope you appreciated the tennis you saw. Yes, there were a few withdrawals. It's the first tournament of the year, and sometimes injuries do play a big part. But despite all of that and a bit of rain, we had some fantastic tennis ending in a wonderful final today. Put your hands together for the two finalists, please. Some terrific tennis. Not easy out on court, I can assure you, but you already know that. Okay, well, as always, I would love to gush about the tournament, but time is a little short, so we'll carry on. A quick introduction to the presentation party for the singles presentation. To my far left, very pleased to welcome Mr. V.K. Jayakodi, IAS, Member Secretary, Sports Development Authority of Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much for the stadium, for the facilities. Mr. Mohammad Nasimuddin, IAS, Principal Secretary, Sports and Youth Affairs, Government of Tamil Nadu. Jerry Armstrong, as always, ladies and gentlemen, ATP Tour Supervisor. Great to see you here again. From IMG Reliance, and to them, of course, we owe so much, Mr. Ashu Jindal, Chief Operating Officer. Mr. M.A. Alagappan, always in evidence here, every single day, every single minute, the President of the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association. The Tournament Director of the Aircel Chennai Open, who has acquired a couple of extra names here this year, but that's an inside one, Tom Anier. Thank you for your presence. The Vice President of the AITA and Chairman Tournament Organizing Committee, again spending a lot of time here at the tournament and behind the scenes, Karthi Chidambaram, thank you for your help in ensuring that the tournament stays here in Chennai. The CFO Aircel, Mr. Anup Vikal, thank you again for your support, deeply appreciated. The Chairman and Managing Director, Indian Overseas Bank, Mr. M. Narendra. The Chairman and Managing Director, Indian Bank, Mr. T.M. Bhasin, and the Chairman and Managing Director, United India Insurance Company Limited, Mr. Milind Kharat. Thank you all for your continued support to the tournament. Before we begin and have a quick chat with our finalists, it's my privilege and pleasure to invite to address the gathering first, Tom Anier. Tom, come on up. Got another microphone for you.
Nandri, Charo, Nandri.
Nandri too, well done.
Vanakkam, Chennai. Let's give a warm Chennai cheer to these two great players. Right now, come on. Stan and Edouard, that was some fantastic tennis you gave us this week. Truly a memorable start to the ATP Tour season. And we wish you much success as you work your way down under to the Australian Open and for the rest of the year. I'd like to first give a special thanks to our close friends at the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association for their invaluable partnership, to the government of Tamil Nadu and SDAT. Together you bring world-class tennis to South Asia. To Aircel and our family of sponsors, for your loyal and passionate support over the years. To the ATP, our volunteers, ball persons, to the press, of course, and the fans. Thank you for your commitment in making the Aircel Chennai Open such a dynamic, must-stop visit here on the tour. And a big thank you to the tournament staff and IMG Reliance. You are the best event team in all of India. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. No doubt that the event team works very hard, as they have year after year, and that's why we have such a fine tournament. I can miss many things in life, but never the Aircel Chennai Open. It's a fabulous pilgrimage every year. Well, that's the truth. Next up, the President of the Tamil Nadu Tennis Association, who has worked along with his team very hard to keep the tournament here, Mr. M.A. Alagappan.
Thank you, Charu. May I add my congratulations to WAWRINKA and ROGER-VASSELIN on the fabulous match we saw this evening. This year, we have witnessed a large participation by our Indian players. It has been TNTA's endeavor to encourage our young players. It's heartening to see that for the first time in the history of ATP, that 2 of our players made it to the second round in singles and one to the third round. Our players also did very well in doubles. TNTA is particularly happy that Ramkumar Ramanathan, who has come up with its support, has performed well in this tournament, and it's hope that this will give him more confidence to improve his ranking. May I take this opportunity to thank our beloved Chief Minister, who last year had doubled Tamil Nadu's sponsorship for this tournament, and this year continued the same. Our Chief Minister has also guaranteed us the same amount for the next 2 years. May I also thank her for releasing 4.5 crores for refurbishing and modernizing the stadium. This work will start by the middle of February. It's also my pleasure to thank the Sports Secretary, Government of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Mohammed Nazamuddin, Member Secretary of Sadat, previously Mr. K. Rajaram, and currently Mr. V.K. Jayakodi, under whose leadership we have had their entire team working to make this tournament a success. I'd like to also thank the Commissioner of Corporation, Sri Vikram Kapoor, Commissioner of Police, Sri George, for the wonderful support we have had from their organization in conducting this tournament. Aircel has been the backbone for this tournament, and they have agreed that they will be the title sponsors for the next 2 years also. May I also thank the other platinum sponsors, Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank, United India Insurance, and Murugappa Group for their contribution. We've had a very good support from the executives of IMG Reliance and ATP officials in the conduct of this tournament. I'm sure you will all join me in appreciating the work done by all the other local officials, linespersons, ball boys and ball girls for the hard work they put in. Our friends from the media have always supported us. Their coverage in the print media has been very good this year. I cannot close my speech without a word of appreciation for the extremely knowledgeable Chennai crowd. Not only have you come in large numbers, but I'm happy to see that quite a lot of you witnessed the qualifying rounds also. I also thank you for your enthusiasm and participation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alagappan. On behalf of all the tennis fans, thank you so much for keeping the tournament here in this magnificent city of Chennai. Time now, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome, to have a quick chat with us first, then collect the many things you will today, the runner-up of the 2014 Aircel Chennai Open, ROGER-VASSELIN. Congratulations, Roger. Magnificent to see you in the final. Now, I know you've been on the tour for many, many years, 12, I think, and this was only your second final. So give us your true feeling. The second time in a final, second time a loss. Are you heartbroken, or are you saying, come on, I can still do it?
Yeah, I have both feeling. I mean, yeah, as you said, it's a little bit like heartbreak. I mean, it's very disappointing to lose in final, but as you say, I'm sure I can do it. Obviously, today's stand was too good. So he deserved to win. I mean, he played amazing all the week. So today also during the final, he was simply too good. So congratulations, Stan. And that's it.
Well, it's all over now for the moment, but if you could have done something different, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, what do you now feel after sitting down on the chair for a while that you could have done differently, maybe to last longer, if not win?
Well, the thing is, I think I tried everything. That's why it's tough to lose when you tried your best, you tried everything, and as I said, Stan was simply too good. I mean, he served very well. I think I didn't have any opportunity to break him, maybe one break point. So, yeah, honestly, I just have to say too good, and I hope next time I will finally win a tournament.
Yeah, you have beaten him once before, so perhaps not today though. I must quickly ask though, you reached a high of 48 and of course currently 52. Is there a lot of pressure from a certain WAWRINKA saying you've got to beat my 39 in the world?
29 actually.
29, I beg your pardon.
So yes, but I mean, a few years ago it was a dream, but now I'm not too far. So yeah, maybe that's going to be a goal for this year to reach 29, maybe a little bit better, and then I will say I'm the man of the family.
You are. The son must always overtake the father. But we appreciated your passage through to the final. Congratulations once again, and I hope you'll carry back excellent memories of Chennai. And of course, we're set to present you with many things now. Congratulations again. Okay. Stay right there. Stay right there. Can I please first call upon Mr. Jaya Cody to present a shawl to the runner-up? Let's begin with our traditional shawl. Yeah, you can put your hands together. It's a nice traditional thing to start off with. Finally, there you go. That was what was missing. Can I please also request Mr. M.A. Alagappan to present the Tanjore painting and a bouquet to the runner-up. I'm sure you'll enjoy these two gifts, particularly the Tanjore. Mr. Alagappan, please, can we have you present the Tanjore painting? Very much from this part of the country. And of course, a bouquet as well. Will you show it to all of us, please? Vasselin, if you will show it to all of us. Thank you very much. There you go. And I know you will appreciate what's coming next. Can I please ask Mr. Milind Kharat to present the check to the runner-up of the 2014 Aircel Chennai Open, 38,180 US. Neat. And of course leaves only one thing to be presented now. Can I please request Mr. Anup Vikal to present the trophy to the runner-up, Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN. The trophy, please. There you go. Congratulations. Can I request Mr. Jaya Cody, Mr. Alagappan, and Mr. Kharat, and Mr. Vikal is already there. Can I request the three of you to also please step up and get a photograph taken with our runner-up, if you don't mind? Mr. Jaya Cody, Mr. Alagappan, Mr. Kharat, along with Mr. Vikal. That's a nice picture. Thank you, Edouard. And Edouard, if you like, you want to step up a bit to take an individual photograph. This is a big moment. A couple of steps clear. There you go. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, one last time, put your hands together for our runner-up, 2014 Aircel Chennai Open, Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN. And time then, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome the winner of the 2014 edition of this magnificent tournament, Stan the Man WAWRINKA. Well, Stan, I mean, this is like, were you born in Chennai or what?
That's the reason why I come back since 6 years. It's because of the people. They are always really nice with me, and I have a great support, so thank you.
And we must thank you for not only coming back, but being a part of the proceedings, not on court, but outside court as well. So many other things that you participate in. We do remain grateful. So many years, so many memories. If you were to pick one in terms of the city, what have you enjoyed the most about so many trips to Chennai? The one thing.
Right now.
Well said. But apart from the tennis.
No, yeah, I have the chance to be around a little bit the city. I did few things with ATP, with the tournament, with so many great fans, you know. I enjoy, I think it was the second year when I was practicing really late. I had 6 or 7 young kids, and they came on the court to play with me, and they were so happy, and for me it was something amazing. As a father, it's something really good.
Oh, the father in WAWRINKA, all right. Emotional moment. You know, you may not worry much about figures, but, you know, the statisticians do. And this was your 500th ATP singles match and your 302nd victory on court, as well as the Big Five, your 5th title. Surely, that's big.
Yeah, that's really big for sure, especially to win tonight the title. I like so much the tournament here. I feel really good here. That's why I come back again. I want to first say thanks you to the tournament director, to the organization, to the sponsor. Without them, we don't have a tournament here, and they really improve every year for the player. They take care of the player. To thanks all the people here, because all the young people, they're working as kids on the court, and yeah, it's I think the tournament improving every year, and I'm really happy to be back again to win the title for sure. It cannot be better for me. And just one thing I would like to thank my friends and coach Yannick. He's been with me a few weeks every year, helping me a lot, and it's my second title with him, so I'm really happy, enjoying the time with him, so thank you.
Well, you mentioned that the tournament's improving every year. We're really happy to hear that. But there's another thing improving every year. You, number 8 so far in the world. What will it take to break into the top 5? What more?
Don't ask me, I don't know. It's already tough to be number 8.
What do they have that you don't? You have everything on court.
They're winning all the Grand Slam. It's simple. No, but I had my best year last year. 2013 was great. I improved my game. I improved my mental on the court. I was better against the top 10 guy. I beat so many. I had my first semi-final. So I'm trying everything possible outside the matches. That's the only thing I can control. It's to practice well, to do a good schedule, and to give me a chance to win all the match I can. But so far they're just so good. I'm trying every matches to beat one of the top 4 or to beat even the other guy, but I just need to continue, you know. It's been an amazing week, so I'm going to take that confidence from this week and be ready for the first Grand Slam in Melbourne.
You know, everyone here wishes you well, you know that. Just 2 more questions. One, your opponent today stuck with you in the first set till very late, but eventually, of course, wilted under the onslaught of your forehand, backhand and everything else.
Yeah, Edouard, it's been, I think, a great week for you. It was a tough final, so I'm really sure if you play like this, you're gonna have more chance to win titles. So I wish you good luck for this season, and I'm sorry for today.
Just don't run into WAWRINKA, that's all. And a final question. On behalf of everybody here in Chennai and those watching on television, Stan, we need to know, will you be back next year? Does that settle it?
That's great. That's again, as I say, it's because of you that I always come back. So I'm going to try everything possible to come back, and I hope I will be back for sure. It's been 6 years, 6 amazing years. So I just want to thank everybody, and I hope to see you next year.
Thank you, Stan. Congratulations once again. Well played, and we'd love to have you back. All right, things to give away to Stan. You've done this before, but let's do it again. Can I please request Mr. Mohammad Nasimuddin to begin the process of presentation with a shawl for Stan WAWRINKA. Mr. Nasimuddin. Well, I hope you don't have this one from the previous years. Can I also call upon Mr. M. Narendra to present the Tanjore painting and the bouquet to stand. There you go, that's the way to hold it. Can I next call upon Mr. T.M. Bhasin to present the check, the winner's check of the 2014 edition, the singles winner. There you go. 72,490 US. Congratulations, earned every penny. And can I call upon Mr. Anup Vikal to give away the winner's trophy of the 2014 Aircel Chennai Open. Congratulations, Stan, once again. We'll have it nicely packed for you. And can I please request Mr. Nasimuddin, Mr. Narendra and Mr. Bhasin to please join in the photograph. Mr. Nasimuddin, Mr. Narendra, Mr. Bhasin, thank you for joining in. Edouard, can I request you to also please join us? And can the runner-up and the winner pose for a few more photographs for your children, grandchildren? Now's the time. We were there in Chennai. If you step forward, please. Edouard, Stan, if you step forward together and individually. Edouard, Stan, if you'll step forward, please. Just a little closer to the cameras. There you go. Thank you very much. Fabulous. So, ladies and gentlemen, as the final few photographs are taken, thank you very much for being here. Remember, there's a fabulous doubles final coming up in a few moments. For now, thank you once again for being here today on this historic day. We do value your patronage, and thank you also for watching on television. We will be right back with doubles action. As they say famously in television, don't go away.
So that's been a wonderful presentation from the ACL Chennai Open 2014, the singles final, where our top seed, Stan the Man WAWRINKA from Switzerland, going through in straight sets against Edouard ROGER-VASSELIN from France. 7-5, 6-2. And we now with the doubles final, featuring Johan Brunstrom from Sweden, Fredrik Nielsen from Denmark, the number 4 seeds, playing the unseeded Croats, Marin Draganja and Mate Pavic. We're going to go and take a small break, and when we return, the doubles final of the ACL Chennai Open 2014.